what are your goals of what you want to do, where you want to be, and kind of like when you first started, I guess at 14, 15, and you wanted to start a store, why was it? Because you're like other people are starting it, and you're like, I want to learn it and make money. And what did your parents say? I guess I mean at 14, 15, you don't have to like go to school or college, right? And kind of what was that like? Like, were your parents like? When did your store take off? And then, did you go to college? Did your parents say, "Hey, like, you got to stop doing this online stuff," or did they believe you after you saw the
I
revenue?
mean, I didn't really ask them for permission. I just went out and did it. And the reason why I did it was because it was my only way out. We didn't really grow up with money. So it's either you go to college for 4 years, get a degree, work a job until you're 60, or you give this whole online business a try and hopefully they'll buy you freedom out of that whole cycle. And so
Yeah,
for me, I never really wanted to do the 9 to 5 cycle. I mean, it's perfectly fine for other people, but for me, I couldn't. I can't stay in place and to do that. Um, so that's what I want to do, is that I want to get out of it, and e-commerce was like my ticket out of
hmm
the cycle that I was gonna get into. And then at 14, 15, that was the perfect age to do it because there's no liabilities. I don't have mortgage, I don't have
yeah.
a payment,
You
no
have
what.
kids, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if there's any time
yeah,
to like mess up, it's now, right?
yeah. I think that's easy for you to say at 14, 15. Most 14, 15-year-old kids are playing Minecraft or like Pokemon. Or, I don't know. They're not thinking about making money, and so I
Mhm.
mean, there's a lot of people in their 20s. Like I'm 29 now. You know, like in their late 20s, early 30s. Like they're wanting to do something different, but they just feel stuck, or they just feel like kind of you found your way through e-commerce and took a chance on that. But a lot of people are just searching of like, what can I do? So what would you say to those people? And like, yeah, like what can they do to find their way? You know?
Only get into e-commerce if it's something that you're passionate about. Don't do it because you want money. I think chasing money in e-commerce will be the number one way for you to fail because you'll burn out. Um, Things will not always go right. You'll actually lose money.
hmm
Are you back? I think I cut out for a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Did I cut out for you?
Yeah, a little bit, but
Okay, I can
it was
re-answer
good.
that.
Okay.
I'll re-answer that. But my advice to like people trying to get into e-commerce is that don't do it because you want to make money. Do it because you're actually passionate about it. There has to be underlying intrinsic motivation for you to do this. There will be times when you lose money. There will be times when everything will go wrong. Anything that could go wrong will always go wrong, and in some cases. And you need to be prepared for that because if you're only in it for the money, you will burn out very quickly.
hmm
You will give up, you will flop, and you're like, why did I ever get into this? So there needs to be this underlying passion of yours to really want to do something in the space outside of the money. Like the immediate reward will not be there, but if you hold on long enough, it'll always come back to you. um, and watch a lot of free resources online to get basic understanding. I teach and I have a class, but I would say like even before you take my class, you should always like watch the free resources, see if it's the right thing for you before you invest any money into programs and stuff.
hmm And I think you said you learned a lot online for free, right? And that's how you got started, essentially, right? Just
Yeah, well,
YouTube.
I watch stuff online. I just did it. I just started